When we are born, a huge part of our fate has been decided. We grow up hearing what society expects of us, and we follow along adopting norms that we hope will lead to acceptance. And acceptance has a way of becoming quite consuming. At a young age, we begin to fit this gender mold that has been laid out for us. I was young when I began to realize that there are things I'm supposed to do as a girl. As a result, I grew up on the short end of double standards about everything. Some of the gender expectations for me were instilled by my parents. And even though I don't agree with them, I found myself trying to comply. I used to be happy with the way I was. I didn't care. I used to dress comfortably, which my family associated with being a dude. Then it was my weight that became a problem. It was never really good enough, and it didn't help that all the girls in the magazines seemed so perfect. Not me, but my brother and my dad were always right, and smarter, and stronger. In my house, I knew who had authority. It's not like my family disowned me for doing what made me happy. They just didn't respect it, which put a great deal of pressure on me to change. I went from being okay with myself to chasing the expectations and standards of others, even if I could not be completely happy. As a girl, I should help with the cleaning. I need to stay away from guys because I'm not powerful enough to protect myself. I need to dress nice and act classy, being poised and beautiful at all times. This list goes on, and because society has taught me that girls don't have attitudes, I've learned to hide my real feelings behind a smiling face. Don't get me wrong, I love being a girl. It's just that sometimes all the expectations that go along with it don't feel very right.
Every day of my life, I've been affected by my gender and the social norms that come along with it. I spend hours each day doing my hair, doing my makeup, and trying to look and act a certain way because that's the way girls are supposed to look and act. Perhaps the worst part of this is trying to meet certain body and size standards. I'm not a size 14 or a 00, but I still have insecurities with my weight and the struggles that come along with it. There's so much work to be done to be considered beautiful, things that not everyone will be able to reach. It just reinforces generation after generation of low self-esteem for girls.
Sadly, no matter how hard girls try, whether it's with exercise or physical alterations, the media will still not allow them to be good enough. Over the past couple years, I incorporated exercise into my life because certain physical concerns I have became more pronounced. If I don't exercise, I doubt myself. Constant comparison has become a habit, and habits are hard to break. I know I am too hard on myself, and I have to remember that the media portrayal of my gender is far from genuine. It puts tremendous pressures on girls like me to find flaws in ourselves. It's nonsense, an impossible perfection that so many of us are chasing. Don't we deserve self-confidence and assurance?
Both of my parents were brought up believing that women must cook and clean, and men will do all the hard work. My brothers can be playing video games while I'm trying to do my homework, and I will be asked to wash dishes. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks this, but playing video games is not being busy. I try to explain to my mom that women are now more independent. She knows I am right, but chooses not to care. I can't blame my parents for establishing different values for my brothers and I. They were influenced by culture that was projected onto them. And though we don't often think about it, the influence of culture is a really powerful force. This institution, gender, affects me every day, no matter how hard I try to change the expectations that come with it.
The influence of media that we see every day has become part of our lives. Sexy, thin, blonde, and happy is how the media portrays women, and these things define the look that companies communicate as the standard. It conveys to a lot of women that thin is the way to happiness because thin is perceived as being beautiful. This influence can seep into women's minds so fast they don't even know something is wrong. Then they are so deep in it, they're almost gone. I started running every day and going to classes at the gym regularly. I saw some people look at me and then whisper, but I liked the way it looked, so I didn't mind. I had achieved the image I was chasing. I thought I looked great. I didn't really want to gain weight. Eventually, my mom took me to the doctor, who asked me how I had lost so much weight so fast. She told me to eat carbs, and I remember thinking, why should I eat carbs? Media has definitely told me they were bad. I couldn't get food out of my head and was constantly thinking about it. I never felt like I was anorexic. Anorexics don't eat at all, is what I thought. But the truth is, I was. As much as I and millions of other girls want to believe that the media doesn't have an influence over us, it does. It has a tremendous impact, whether it is conscious, subconscious, or somewhere in between. I am so grateful to the people that really talk to me and help me see that I am beautiful the way I am, and that no one wants to hug skin and bones. I don't know where I would be today without them, and it has taken a few months, but now food is no longer my life.